How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul TCG, and for the past month and a half, I've been working on building this gaming room slash office slash whatever you want to call it for whatever I need to do to make videos and play games. So it's all done now, and I want to give you guys a look at it all. So come along and join me in this video as I show off my personal gaming room. Let's do it. So I think it's only fair to start off the look at the gaming room by looking at all of the games. So, believe it or not, all of my physical games are actually kept on these two shelves. I don't have many, I only have about 120, but I have a budget of $20 a month, and that's more than enough to gain an extra few games. Not to mention whenever big games come out for current generation consoles, I always get them. Especially the Nintendo Switch. I'll just go ahead and do a quick over of these shelves. These are just small shelves that I found on Amazon. They work great. There's plenty of room to expand, and that's the theme of this room, is there's plenty of room to expand, because I know I'm going to get a whole lot more stuff than what I have right now, so it's a little empty now, but that's on purpose. So at the top here, we have my limited edition Pokemon X and Y Blue 3DS XL, which was my personal one forever. We have my limited edition Pokemon Heroes Game Boy Advance, along with my Atomic Purple Game Boy. Pokemon Silver's in there, I'm playing that right now. It's awesome. I have my Pokewalker, and flanking the top of the shelf are my two Pokemon distribution cartridges, which are my pride and joy of my collection. Down here we have a complete Nintendo Switch collection. It's complete all the way through the latest release, which is Fate Extella the Emerald Star. I'm trying to be on top of this as much as possible in terms of completeness. And I also have the Japanese games, and then on the end here I have some odds and ends, mostly just physical boxes for digital-only games. This is my Game Boy case. It has my Game Boy Advance SP in the, I guess that's the pack, so that has all my Game Boy games. I don't really have a way of displaying them yet, but when I have a way, then I'll go ahead and do that. There's my SP, which I don't use too often. I much prefer that for my old school Game Boy stuff, but, well, it has its reasons. Down below that are my PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PS4 games. Again, not a big collection right now, but I've just started doing things like yard sales and Goodwill and all that stuff, so hopefully the collection grows a bit. Of course, I only have two PS4 games right now. I actually have 3 more on order, including 2 limited run games, so that's my humble collection right there. We have my PS1 games right over here. Again, just 3 right now. Final Fantasy VII, which I've just started playing, and it's an amazing game. Then Spyro the Dragon and Spyro Year of the Dragon. And I also have this, which is a PlayStation Magazine demo disc. Funny enough, it was in one of these cases that I got from Goodwill. So I ended up having to get the game off eBay. Luckily, it was only $1 or something. Down here are my Sega Genesis games I have so far. I have Lion King, Phantasy Star 4, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic 2, and then a loose copy of Toy Story, which I just loved as a kid. Over here are my PC games. I have Overwatch, and I have 2 really old PC games, Disney's Magic Artist and Kids Arcade Pack, which was my very first game ever. Very happy to have these 2 games. And I do have an old computer to play them on, I just don't have a keyboard and mouse for it yet. I'll have to get those someday. Then over here is my second shelf. I have, these are my Atari 2600 games. This is the Steelbook that was exclusive to Amazon for the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, if you got both of them. And then this is an interesting thing. It doesn't have anything to do with gaming specifically, but this is actually something that my father invented and holds a US patent on. So I keep it on display just sort of in his honor and his memory. And then down here is my current Nintendo 64 collection. I have all sorts of good games, mostly shovelware because they're cheap, but I have over 1/8 of a complete library right now. My goal is to eventually get a complete NTSC collection of N64 games. I'm going to hit it sometime, probably sometime soon even, probably within a year. Again, just $20 a month gets me all of this. Within just a few months. And then down here are my GameCube games, my Wii games, and my Wii U games. I only have 2 Wii U games left. I sold or traded the rest, but I will eventually get more when they get cheaper in price as the Wii U becomes more of a retro console. And of course, what GameCube collection would be complete without Super Smash Bros. Melee? I'm very happy that that's actually my childhood copy of Melee and I don't have to rebuy that. Down here are all my DS games and 3DS games. I'm missing cases for some of them that I have, but don't have cases for, so yeah, whatever. I'll eventually fill that up as well. My goal is to get every single Pokemon game and a case/box for every Pokemon game and make a really nice display for them. But until that happens, I'm just stuck with this, and again, these are just my my 2 gaming shelves. Those are all the games I have. I have plenty of digital games on Steam and downloaded on my Switch, but you know, I prefer physical because it's nicer to be able to look at them on a shelf, and yeah. So anyway, over here are all of my Pops. I only really collect 2 series of Pops. The lighting's a little interesting here, but so on the top are my 5 Zootopia Pops, which are it's so sad. These are some of the only merchandise that were ever released for Zootopia. Then on the bottom 2 shelves are all of my Frozen Pops. I have everything except some of the exclusives. I'll eventually get those. Until I do, I'm happy with these. Then of course I have my Breath of the Wild poster here on the top. This was given away at Best Buy to those who picked up a Nintendo Switch at the midnight launch. This in the corner is my Jumbo Pop for my Nick Wilde costume. It's signed by Alan Tudyk, who played Duke Weaselton in the film. He's also known for various other things. You might know him best as K2SO in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, but he's done so many other things. He's a very underappreciated actor. On this shelf, I have the few Pokemon cards that I have left. These are my favorites. That's my all-time favorite card right there, Latios Gold Star from EX Deoxys. Then you have a Latios full art. This is a Jumbo Victini card that was given away to those who went to see Pokemon White, Victini, and Zekrom in the theater, which I did. And that is a Jumbo Latios and Latios card that was given away to people who saw Pokemon Heroes in theaters in Japan. Obviously I didn't, so I had to get that. Then I have this, this is Zippy. This is my Zippy plush. Proudly sitting right there, front and center. And I forgot to mention, that was actually one of my very first videos. If you go back on my channel all the way back to the beginning, this I think was only my 3rd or 4th video ever. Down below that are my big box VHS tapes, and then at the very bottom are my Laserdisc collection. I need another Laserdisc player sometime, but until I get one, I have the Laserdisc at least, and that does include the Star Wars trilogy. Special edition is on Laserdisc. The non-special edition is on VHS, which I'm very happy with. This is my Elsa painting, which some of you may have seen in some of my previous videos. I got this at Walt Disney World during my 2nd honeymoon. I just saw it, fell in love with it, begged sad as they let us get it, and here it is in my gaming room. Over here we have 2 drawings. This one was drawn specifically for me when we went to Disney. Again, there's not much Zootopia merchandise, so when I saw that they offered to draw Judy Hopps right there in front of you, as long as you were willing to wait for an hour or 2, I was more than happy to get that. And then this one was a wedding present from the artist who made this. They heard that we were there for our anniversary and just gave it to us and signed it for us, so that's absolutely awesome. And then this poster is a limited edition Star Wars The Force Awakens poster that was given out to D23 participants in 2015, about 6 months before the film came out. This is my favorite Star Wars film. This is an extremely rare poster, and I'm very thrilled to have it. You can see me in the reflection. Hi. This entire wall is my blue screen. This used to be a closet. In fact, this whole room used to be the master bedroom. but I decided to put the blue screen up there so that I don't need to set it up and take it down all the time, and it works out really well. I think the wrinkles are at the bottom, need to be smoothed out a little, but it's no big deal. And then here is my silver YouTube play button, which was given to me for reaching 100,000 subscribers, and then the letter that was included with it. So, just one more thing that's prominently displayed in my room. That chest of stuff there just has random cords and stuff for replacement parts. Has some old VHS tapes that I need to sift through. It's basically just a junk drawer for now. That is a poster for Sword Art Online, the movie Ordinal Scale, which I'm very thrilled to have. I love that movie, and it has to do with video gaming, so it fits with the room. Of course, this is my amiibo shelf, which most of you have seen in my previous video. Every single amiibo ever. Custom amiibos are on top of that. And then at the very top are the display boxes for the consoles. Well, the boxes that I have for various consoles. The Switch is on the left for the one that I got at midnight. The Pikachu Nintendo 64 in the middle. And then the Uncharted 4 bundle for the PS4. I'm just keeping that because it's the one my PS4 came in. Then over here, I'll go ahead and move on this side of the lamp. Over here is just some random stuff that I like to display over my computer. I have 6 Burger King Pokeballs, which are as close to the real Pokeball as you can get, loose, and then I have 2 that are still in the box. Have my 5 Disney Infinities that I care for over here. Ray, Judy, Nick, Elsa, and Anna. And then I love NASA, so I have a Saturn V and a space shuttle that I got from Johnson Space Center. And then there are all the Skylanders I have left. Just, you could take a quick look at them if you want. I'm not a big Skylander fan, but I do like those in particular. Then here are where I keep all my Switch controllers, or the boxes for them anyway. So I have every single Joy-Con so far, except for the Splatoon 2 themed ones, which are on their way from Europe right now. Very happy with that. This is how my computer is set up. So I have 2 monitors. I couldn't tell you what they are. I couldn't tell you what's even inside my computer. But the computer tower is there, and I put my 3 current gen consoles on top of it. And they're all plugged into this switcher here, which controls the 3 consoles, which are then further plugged into my capture card, which is also plugged into my computer. And the capture card is plugged into this switcher, which is toggled into the monitor itself. So if I ever need to switch from a second computer monitor to one of my consoles, then I just press this button on the wall and then toggle which console I'm picking, and I'm all set. And it's also all set up to record in an instant if I need to. So as you can see, I'm working on my Splatoon hide and seek video right now. That's rendering. The background there is for my fanfiction I'm working on, and then I can just, if I ever need headphones, I could just take them off the wall on the back, and that's pretty much it. Oh, also, I have my glasses, and I have my 3DS with my capture card right there, so whenever I stream or I need to record 3DS footage, I can just plug it in and just start doing that, no problem whatsoever. But the last thing, and I'm sure the thing that you guys care about most, is my gaming setup. Well, how does that look? Let's go ahead and show you. There is my gaming setup. So first of all, I have this table, which is just on the back of the couch. I could take it off whenever I want and put it over there by the blue screen in case I ever need to unbox stuff or otherwise show something off in a video. I have the couch right here. It has a few pillows, including a jumbo Pikachu pillow that we got at Worlds 2015. And the entertainment center is set up like this. It's a 32-inch flat screen TV. I know so many people tell me I should get a CRT TV for older games. Honestly, I can't tell the difference, so I just try and make things as simple as possible. Let me go ahead and get in front so I could show things off a bit more prominently. So I can just sit on the couch like this, right in front of it, and I get a perfect view. And especially with all the lights off, it makes for a really immersive experience, which is absolutely awesome. Over here are all of my controllers. And then behind that is a huge stack of VHS tapes. I do have a VCR plugged in, so if I ever want to watch VHS tapes, I can. All sorts of old movies on there. My dad probably recorded over 1,000 movies onto these VHS tapes back in the 70s and 80s. I need to sift through them all at some point. Anyway, so we have this, I don't really know what to call it. It plays audio cassettes, it plays CDs, and on the top right here it plays old records, which is awesome. On the side here is my charging station for all of my controllers. They're plugged into their respective consoles. I can just put them here. Then whenever I want to play one of the games, I just reach over, grab them, unplug it, and when I'm done, just put it back up here and plug it back in. All of my consoles are either on the top here, such as the case of my Wii U. I also have an extra N64. This is my childhood N64. I'm very thrilled that I still have this. Then I have this Switch dock, which someone sent me for free to review, and I haven't gotten around to it because it didn't come with all the cords. Then I found out it's not supposed to. You're supposed to basically cannibalize your own dock to make room for this, so I really don't know if I'm ever going to review this, honestly. Then all of my consoles are plugged into these switchers. And whenever I need to play a specific console, I just set the switchers to the correct number, and it shows up right on the TV like it's supposed to, which is awesome. Most of the consoles, especially the older ones, need cords for the controllers, so that's why they're off to the side here instead of on the top. I have my PlayStation 1 right there. The PS1s are notorious for just having a laser burn the motor out, just burn itself out. So the best way to solve the problem is just to put it on its side or even just play it upside down. So that's why the PlayStation's there. Then I have my GameCube and Sega Genesis on the top, otherwise known as the Mega Drive overseas. Got my Pikachu themed N64, and then my Atari 2600 on top of my VCR, which is where it's plugged into so I can capture footage if I so wish. And that is my gaming setup, and that is my game room. So, I hope you all enjoyed this. Sorry about the lights there. I'll go ahead and just go back and look at the whole setup from back here, because I'm very thrilled with how this turned out. This was designed in such a way as to make it easy for me to stream or record basically anything. I am capable of live streaming Atari 2600 games to Twitch if I so wish, which is just absolutely awesome. Like I said, there's plenty of room. You can see all the green ground. That is on purpose so that there's room to expand. I would still like to get posters for my wall. I know exactly what I'm going to get. It's just going to be a matter of getting it. There's room above there for a poster. All sorts of room just to go around and expand. All in all, this is my game room. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Let me know what you think about it, and let me know if you have a game room. And if so, feel free to link a video of it in the description, in the comments. And that pretty much does it. Thanks everyone so much for watching this, and I hope to bring updates to you guys for years and years to come. This is probably my favorite thing in the gaming room. I don't know why. Actually, I know exactly why. Because it's awesome, that's why. Hi everyone, this is Skul. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, hit that little bell so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. That does it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.